Sis, can I talk to you now? I have something important to tell you. I'm working now. Work? I know that you don't make much money working from home. My story is a higher priority than the random work you do at home. So what? Your stories are definitely not worth listening. Tell me short and quick. You're mean. Hurry up, I want to go back to work. I was thinking of making you wait in excitement. If you don't want to tell me about it, can I go offline? You have no vibes. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, let's see how much longer you can keep that attitude. So, what is it? Listen, I'm gonna get your husband. What? Your husband is mine now. Sean, he's mine now. What are you saying? He's not an object. Oh, come on. He also said he preferred me. Huh? You know, Sean's family is somewhat prestigious, and they need an heir. But you're still not pregnant despite being married for 6 years. And now you're in your 30s, sis. This was Sean's mother's idea. She waited enough. She thinks I should be Sean's wife because I'm still young and in my 20s. What? And we decided to have a trial period to try things out. The past 2 months, I checked with Sean about our compatibility, you know. Compatibility? Oh, don't tell me that. Yep, our bodies are very compatible. Sean proposed to me yesterday. Wait, of course I said yes. He hasn't even divorced me yet. How come he's proposed to you? It shows how desperate he is to get married to me, so divorce him as soon as possible. Oh, don't even try to tell Dad and Mom about it. They're on my side. I can't believe it. I never thought the people around me were this dumb. I thought I had a good understanding, but it's worse than I thought. I bet you're trying to fight back by insulting me, but I can only hear a loser barking. Oh, don't worry. I'll pay you compensation money. We're planning to pay you $50,000. It's more expensive than average. Good for you. So I'm done with my declaration of victory. Oh, okay. Well, do whatever you want. I'm going back to work. Huh? You're going right back to work after this? You're so calm. I'm past feeling anger and sadness. I'm just tired of this. Tell Sean to bring home the divorce papers. You're too calm. You're scaring me. You should be able to do at least that. Okay, I'm bored now. You spoiled the fun. I thought you'd freak out more. Okay, that's too bad. I'm going back to work now. Bye. Macy, I officially got divorced. Oh, really? Right after that, Sean submitted the marriage papers for the both of you. Yay! I'm finally Sean's wife now and the bride of a prestigious family. Okay, good for you. Sis, you should leave their house now. Chop chop. Huh? Why? Because I'm gonna move in with Sean, of course. Oh, if you want to be our housemaid, you're welcome to stay. I don't mind leaving. I already found a new place. Oh, I see. Let me tell you, just in case, I decided to cut relations with you and our parents. Oh, come on, you're overreacting. Dad and Mom said the same thing. But it's really helpless if you think of this so lightly. I don't get what you're saying, but I'll just accept that as your last attempt to bark back. Oh, by the way, if I give birth to Sean's baby, I'll let you pay for child support. Huh? Good luck with that. I don't understand a thing you're saying, so I'll stay silent. What? Actually, Sean is moving back in with his parents. Huh? I guess you haven't heard about it yet, judging from your reaction. We were renting the house we've been living in under my name. Really? We were planning to move in with his parents in the future. So he moved in with me at the house I've been living in since I was single. Huh? Wait a minute. Then If Sean is moving back with his parents, I guess you're gonna move in with them too. No way. I'm going offline now. Wait a minute. Bye. Long time no see, sis. It's been 3 years, huh? How are you? I was wondering who texted me, but turns out it's the stealer approved by the in-laws. Huh? How come you're greeting me this way? That's my line. We cut relations long ago. What do you want from me now? I wanted to make an important announcement, and I thought I'd ask something you'd be thankful to me for. What? I bet it's nonsense again. Bye-bye. Listen, I am almost giving birth to Sean's baby. Huh? My mother-in-law's been annoying me about getting pregnant all the time. I was getting stressed because I wasn't able to get pregnant no matter how hard we tried. But when I was talking to Sean about how I was still better than you, who didn't get pregnant for 6 years, we finally got the blessing from heaven. Huh? Really? Yep, really. It would be amazing if he was a boy, but I wanted to tell you about it before I gave birth. Okay, well, thank you for a completely unrequired notice. And here comes the main part. Huh? You have more? I want to go back to work. Work again? It's none of your business. I love my job. Oops, I am going off track. Hurry up and get to the point. Okay then, I'll let you, my lonely single sister, help me with childcare. Huh? Childcare? Sean and I want to share some happiness with you. How is this sharing happiness? I bet you're living a lonely life away from your hometown where you know no one. You're about to go into your 40s single and without a child, so I thought I'd let you experience the happiness of raising a child. What? So, pay us $3,000 every month for child support. Hey, I already have my own child. Huh? I got married to someone I met after I moved. I quickly got pregnant, gave birth, and now I'm enjoying and struggling to raise my own baby as a mother. What? I thought you were infertile. Nope. Then why didn't you get pregnant for 6 years? Well, let me ask you. Are you sure that Sean is your baby's father? Huh? Hey, what are you saying? Stop the nonsense. Actually, right before we got divorced, Sean and I took an infertility test. Infertility test? The result came out and I was perfectly healthy, but Sean was the one with problems. Huh? The result was that it's hard for him to impregnate someone naturally. No one ever told me that. Yeah, I guess. The results came out on the day I got my divorce, so I went to the hospital alone to get the results, and, well, it was right after our divorce, but I thought I should let Sean know because it was his results. But he had already blocked me from his contacts. Thanks to that, I still haven't been able to tell Sean about the results. No way. Then the baby I'm pregnant with is... Yep. And that's why I'm asking you if he's really the baby's father. Looks like you still had problems with guys even after your marriage. Huh? Back then you had multiple one-night stands with guys who you didn't even know their names. You were even bragging about how popular you were. About this. Well, it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I've already cut relations with you, so I won't say anything. You should think carefully and come to a conclusion. The truth can never be hidden forever. You'll see a contradiction at some point in life, and it would scar your life big time. You should keep that in mind. Okay then, this is my final goodbye. Wait, sis! After that, the decision my sister made was to hide the truth. However, it was clear that her baby was mixed. They conducted DNA tests, and it was proven that Sean wasn't the baby's father. My sister was divorced, and she had to raise her child alone as she paid compensation money. But on the day of their divorce, she showed Sean our messages and revealed that he couldn't impregnate anyone. Sean was left with despair, and after receiving another checkup at the hospital, he found out the truth himself, and he lost control of himself, drowning in alcohol, whining why he had to go through with all this, which made him end up with the police. His parents also found out that they'll never have an heir through this incident, and I heard that all of the family members are in despair as if at a funeral.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Let's go out tomorrow. Meet me at the station at 10, okay? And make sure to dress up well this time. Wait a second, Kiana. You can't just decide that on your own. Oh, come on. You always show up anyway. Or do you actually have plans this time? No, I don't have plans, but I've been thinking. I always felt like I was forcing myself to go along. And it's not just the two of us, right? Your friends will be there again. It's always different people, and honestly, having a bunch of guys there too makes it uncomfortable for me. I don't think it's that big of a deal, though. Maybe not for you, since they're your friends, but for me, I'd rather sit this one out. I think you'd probably have more fun without me there anyway. That's not true. Besides, you make things more fun. Everyone laughs when you're around. That's just because you turned me into the joke, right? I hated that, What? I take you out to have fun and you're upset over something like that? It's just a joke. Don't be so uptight. No, see, that's the thing. I don't need you to take me anywhere anymore. But we are friends, aren't we? We are. That's why I'm telling you this. You don't have to keep worrying about me. Why? I already told you why. If you're going to act like you're doing me a favor by inviting me, then I'd rather not be invited in the first place. Why would you say that? Huh? Why are you making such a big deal out of this? I've been explaining the whole time, haven't I? What a waste. I actually made a friend out of someone as gloomy as you. You should be grateful. It's not like anyone else would want to be friends with you. The least you could do is help me out a little. Let people laugh at you so I can look good in front of the guys. It's not like you have anything else going for you. Kiana, is that what you really thought? I know I'm not the most outgoing person, and I don't always talk easily with others, but that's no excuse for the way you're treating me. If you think being my friend is something you do as a favor, then that's not real friendship. What is this, a lecture? You're so annoying. I didn't say anything that wasn't true. So you really believe that? Earlier you mentioned wanting to look good in front of the guys, but weren't you into Andrew? Did that change? Of course not. You know how long I've been after him. I've been putting in effort. He's just so clueless, I swear. Huh? You say you're focused on him, but you sure spend a lot of time worrying about other guys' attention, too. Well, duh. Everyone wants to be seen as attractive. Why do you sound like you're judging me? What, just because you're some loner, you think you're better than me? So you don't care how girls see you? Because right now my opinion of you is sinking lower and lower. Oh, please, like I care what you think. Girls are all fake with each other anyway. No point in trying too hard. And I don't even get the fake version? That's how little I matter to you? Well, maybe if you actually did what I said, things would be different. But you're barely above last place in my priorities, so if you start acting out, I have no reason to keep you around. Huh. You're gloomy, boring, not even cute, no style, no social skills. Of course you don't have many friends. And now, when I ask you for one tiny favor, you say no. Seriously, you're hopeless. I don't even know how you made it this far in life. It's impressive, really, the way you can insult someone so effortlessly. If you apologize now, I'll let it slide. I'll even keep inviting you out. After everything you've just said, I don't think anyone would want to keep spending time with someone who talks like that. Wait, you're really not going to apologize? Are you sure? If you don't, we won't be friends anymore. Go ahead, do whatever you want. If you want to end it, that's fine with me. Actually, I'd be relieved. What? Are you serious? You don't even feel bad about talking to me like this? That's funny. Wouldn't that apply to you too? Are you really okay with this? Once we're not friends, we won't hang out anymore. No more invites, no more anything. Why do you sound like you're hesitating? You were the one who started all this. I'm not hesitating. I'm just a good person, so I was worrying about you. You'd be all alone after all. Good person? That's a funny way of putting it. Either way, don't bother. I don't need that kind of concern. Well, you're really hopeless. No wonder nobody likes you. Yeah, maybe. I guess I was never the kind of person who enjoyed hanging out in big groups like you do. We were never really compatible, and this just made it clear. Whatever. Later, loser. Oh, right. Well, since we're being honest, there's something I should tell you. What? Something I've been keeping from you. Since we're not friends anymore, I figured now's as good a time as any to say it. Oh, come on, just spit it out already. You're dragging this out on purpose, aren't you? All right. A little while ago, Andrew confessed to me. Yeah. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. You're trying to mess with me, trying to get back at me for calling you out. That's cute. You really think I'd actually believe you? That you, of all people, got confessed to by Andrew? Do you take me for an idiot? It's not a lie. Oh, please. You're telling me that Andrew, my Andrew, confessed to you? You think I'm stupid enough to buy that? You, who's got zero appeal, zero presence, zero anything. Andrew's a guy who could have anyone. He could walk into a room, pick a girl at random, and she'd be 10 times better than you. He'd never pick someone like you. You're just trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? Believe whatever you want, but it happened. No, it didn't. There is no universe where that happens. You're lying. If you're so sure, why don't you ask him? You're bluffing. It's funny. You've been using me as your little go-between, haven't you? Talking to him for you, dropping hints about you, trying to make sure he noticed you. And yet, it was me he confessed to. I didn't even do anything. I wasn't trying. And still, I'm the one he chose. Isn't that ironic? No. That doesn't make any sense. I let you be around him because you weren't a threat. You were supposed to be useful, not... You were supposed to help me. You were supposed to talk to him, figure out what he likes, and tell me so I could use it. And now you're telling me that after all of that, after everything I did, he picked you? I haven't even given him an answer yet. Then say no. What? Say no right now. If you actually cared about me, you wouldn't even be hesitating. It's not that simple. Yes, it is. Just say no. You know how I feel about him. You know I've liked him forever. I have put in all this effort, all this time, and you think you can just take him from me? I didn't take anything from you. You can't steal something that was never yours to begin with. You were so confident, weren't you? So sure of yourself. You thought you had it all figured out, that he was already yours, that all you had to do was keep pushing, keep playing your little games, and eventually he'd just fall for you. But you never stopped to wonder, what if he never liked you in the first place? At first I thought maybe this would be easier if he just fell for you. Maybe that would solve everything. I even tried to push things in your favor. When he confessed, I dropped little hints about you, brought you up, but he already knew. Knew what? Everything. That I was only talking to him because you told me to, that you were trying to use me to get closer to him. No, he didn't. You're lying. You really think Andrew is that oblivious? That he didn't notice how forced everything felt? That he didn't see through your little scheme? So I asked him. What he really thought about you, and you know what he said? What did he say? I'm not into girls like her. I prefer someone more reserved. So you see, this whole time you thought you were playing a game, you thought you had control, but in the end it never even mattered. No. Yeah. No, that's not how this was supposed to go. I was supposed to be with him. I was supposed to. But you're not. And now I am done holding back. I accept his confession. No. Yes. You can't. I just did. Why? Why would you do this to me? Because we're not friends anymore, and I don't owe you anything. You spent years putting me down, mocking me, using me, belittling me. And now when I finally stand up for myself, now that I finally have something you want, you're acting like I'm the one who betrayed you. That's funny. Shut up! No, I think I've been quiet for long enough. I let you control me. I let you make me feel small. But I'm done. I am not your punching bag anymore. You think this makes you better than me? You think you're winning? I think I don't care anymore. Goodbye, Kiana. No, come back here. You can't just leave. You can't just walk away from me. Hey! And so, she and I ceased to be friends. After everything had happened, I decided to move forward with Andrew. I gave him my answer, agreeing to be with him. When I told him, his face lit up with a look of pure joy. He said, I can't believe you actually like someone like me. And hearing that made me so happy. It was a rare moment of genuine emotion, and I could see just how much it meant to him. That simple exchange, his words, felt like a confirmation of all the feelings I had been holding on to for so long. It was like a burden had been lifted from me, and in that moment, everything felt right. The awkwardness of the past, the doubts, the fears, all of it faded away as I saw the sincerity in his eyes. There was no more uncertainty. We were finally in sync. At that moment, I realized just how much I wanted to make this work with him. Being together felt natural, like it was always meant to happen. It wasn't perfect, and I knew we would face challenges along the way, but I had a deep sense of peace with the decision I had made. The happiness I felt was something new, something I hadn't experienced in a long time. Andrew made me feel valued, loved, and for once completely accepted. It was a new beginning for both of us, and for the first time in a while, I was confident about the future. The uncertainty that had clouded my life for so long seemed distant now. Meanwhile, Kiana, who had once been such an important part of our group, didn't take the news well. She didn't accept the situation and certainly didn't take kindly to the fact that Andrew was now with me. Instead of moving on or finding happiness elsewhere, she decided to make things more difficult. She couldn't let go of him, and she began to take drastic, obsessive measures to get his attention. She started plotting ways to steal him away from me, going to great lengths to manipulate situations in her favor. Her behavior became more intense, and it soon escalated into something that went beyond normal jealousy. She started showing up uninvited, texting him incessantly, and even trying to be in places where she knew he would be, all in the hopes of rekindling their past connection. She had crossed a line, and it was clear to everyone around us that she was no longer acting rationally. Her obsession with Andrew led her to become more and more intrusive, and what had once been a somewhat annoying behavior became something darker and more troubling. Eventually, her actions reached a breaking point. What started as harmless attempts to get his attention turned into outright stalking. She would show up at his workplace, at places we frequently visited, and even outside of his home. It was clear that her obsession with him was spiraling out of control. Her behavior was no longer just about trying to win him back. It had become a full-blown fixation that she couldn't shake off. It wasn't long before the situation became so severe that Andrew had no choice but to involve the authorities. He couldn't ignore it any longer, and neither could I. We had tried to talk to her, to make her understand, but she wouldn't listen. She was too far gone into her delusion, and it wasn't just harming her, it was affecting us as well. Kiana had crossed a boundary, and her actions ultimately led her to a situation where the police had to step in. She was caught up in a situation that spiraled out of control, and it was no longer something we could handle privately. The law had to get involved, and from there, everything became even more complicated. She faced legal consequences for her behavior, and the whole town started to talk about what had happened. Her reputation, already tarnished by her behavior, only became worse after the police got involved. No one could ignore how far she had gone in her obsession with Andrew. It was an unfortunate turn of events, but there was nothing that could be done. Kiana had made her choices, and she was the one responsible for where it had led her. She had chosen to keep pursuing something that wasn't there anymore. She had let her jealousy, anger, and obsession take over her life to the point that it had completely consumed her. There was no turning back for her now, and no one could save her from the consequences of her actions. For me, however, it was a reminder of the importance of boundaries, of knowing when to walk away from something toxic, and of valuing what truly mattered. I didn't want to dwell on the mess Kiana had made for herself, but it was hard to ignore the fact that her obsession with Andrew had hurt both of us. What started as a friendship had now been completely overshadowed by her destructive behavior. Her inability to move on had not only destroyed our friendship, but also damaged her own life in the process.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Amy, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, Brian, what's wrong?
I couldn't find the $500 I kept in the pocket of my working bag.
Huh? $500?
Remember, my cousin's wife gave birth. I was planning to meet him tomorrow, so I wanted to buy him a celebration gift, and I withdrew the money from my bank account. I kept the money inside a bank envelope.
Why are you asking me?
You always take the bag from me and hand it to me at the door when I come home and leave. I wanted to ask if you realized something weird.
I don't know.
I see.
So, what did you do about your celebration gift?
I had no other choice, so I used my credit card. I'll look for my $500 when I get home today.
Okay, I'll let you know if I find anything.
Thanks.
Dad, can I talk to you now?
Hey, Eileen, I'm on a break now so we can talk. I thought you were having class, though.
Class ended early because the professor had plans.
I see. Good job today. And what do you want to talk to me about?
I honestly don't think I should be asking you this, but do you know where my $300 went?
$300?
I just received my pay from my part-time job. I withdrew $700 from the bank yesterday on my way home, and I remember putting the money in my wallet, but when I checked, it was just $400.
Maybe you left it somewhere?
I don't think so. After I withdrew it, I never opened my wallet until I did so a while ago.
I see. I'm sorry, but I don't know.
Okay.
Did you ask your mom?
Yeah, she said she didn't know.
I see.
You said you lost your $500 too the other day, right?
Yep, I still have no idea where it went.
Actually, this isn't the first time this happened.
Really?
Something similar happened last month and the month before. I didn't want to be suspicious of the people around me, so I couldn't tell you about it.
Oh no. If it was just about me, I have no proof that someone stole it, so I was debating whether to take action or not. But if your money also keeps disappearing, we have to come up with a way to deal with it quick.
Hey, Dad,
What is it?
I don't want to say this. I think Mom is suspicious.
Huh? Why?
I think you don't know about this because you're not at home during the day, but I've seen Mom receive several reminder letters to pay back money.
Reminder letters?
Aren't those sent to tell people that it's past their payment deadline, so they have to pay them back as soon as possible?
You're right.
I don't know how much debt she's in, but if she's the culprit of stealing money,
If she's stealing money from her own daughter, she's definitely in desperate need of money.
but I don't have solid proof of that, so this is just my theory.
Right, we need proof either way. Can you give me some time?
Yep, sure thing. If there's anything I can do, I'm willing to help.
Yeah, thanks.
Dad, my money disappeared again.
What?
I had $300 in my envelope, but $100 is still missing. How about you, Dad?
Wait a minute. I had $500 in my envelope, but now $300 is gone.
All of this happening when Mom is going on a trip.
It was like this last time as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't want to believe this is really happening.
I'm home right now, so I'll check the cameras we installed in our rooms.
Okay, do that for me. There's something I want to investigate, so I'll go check before going home.
Okay, got it. Dad, I got some new information from another source.
What is it?
Do you remember Jean?
Yeah, she goes to the same college as you. She's the respectful student who greeted me when I ran into her at the station the other day, right?
Yep, apparently. Jean takes some classes as a hobby, and Mom also takes the same class.
Really?
This is the important part. Mom invited James to have some tea with her a couple times after class, but Jean felt uncomfortable because she keeps on giving him expensive presents.
Expensive presents?
And it's not just once. She's been doing it many times these past few months.
What the hell?
Oh, but Jean never accepted them. Jean's been refusing them, saying there's no reason to accept them.
What did she try to give Jean?
The gifts are wrapped, so Jean isn't sure what she bought, but the wrappers are clearly from luxury brands, so Jean thinks they're very expensive.
I see.
And about where these gifts ended up?
Oh yeah, what happened to them? If she refused, she either returned them or hid them somewhere?
Yeah, and I kind of realized where she hid them, so I went to check the storage in our garden. Voila, I was right.
I see. We only open it like once a year, so it's one of the best places to hide the gifts she refused to accept.
She hid the receipts with the gifts, so I collected them as well.
Great.
But what does Mom want to do? She won't be gifting luxury brands just because she grew close to Jean through her classes.
Right. But I think we have enough proof now to ask her. My boss said I can leave early today, so I'll be on my way home soon.
Okay.
Amy, I'm sorry to disturb you when you're out, but can we talk for a moment?
Huh? Brian? I thought you were still at work.
I have something urgent to ask you about.
What?
I think the deadline for the payment of Eileen's tuition is coming up. Have you transferred the money already?
Oh. Oh, about that. Oh, sorry, I'll do it next time. I accidentally forgot.
You forgot?
I forgot to go to the bank.
Do you think you can transfer the money today?
I'm outside right now and I haven't brought my bank card with me. I don't think I can transfer it today.
I know. You don't have any money left in your account.
Huh?
Hey, you think we don't know about it?
Huh? About what?
You know Gene, right? The boy from Eileen's college?
Huh?
You went into a lot of debt to buy things for Gene, and you even withdrew all the money in our bank account that was meant for Eileen's tuition, and it's all gone now!
Where's the proof?
We were collecting all the proof.
Huh?
Eileen and my money has been going missing, and I know you're the culprit. We also know that you hid all the branded goods which you tried to give Gene in our storage.
No way.
What are you trying to do? What's the reason for using up all your daughter's tuition and going into debt to give things to Gene?
Because I fell in love with Gene.
What are you saying?
He clearly feels the same way about me, too. We've gone to dinner several times together, and I think we're so close to becoming a couple.
He doesn't even accept your gifts.
That's because he's humble and sincere. If we officially start dating, I know he'll accept them. That's why I kept all of them in the storage.
You...
I guess I have to make up my mind now. Please divorce me. I'm gonna live a life of love with Gene.
Let me ask you something. You're aware that Gene is your own daughter's friend, right?
Yes, of course.
Then you know that he's more than 20 years younger than you.
I know. At first I was worried if he'd go out with a middle-aged woman like me, but he gladly went to have dinner with me, and most importantly, we have the same hobbies. We love each other dearly, and we don't care about our age gap.
Okay, then. Do you know that Gene is actually a girl?
Huh? A girl?
I know Gene because Eileen introduced me to her. She's tall and bulky because she does judo. To be honest, when I first saw her walking with Eileen, to my embarrassment, I panicked because I ran into my daughter on a date. She forgave me with a smile, saying people often mistook her as a man.
No way. Gene is a girl?
Why would I lie? First of all, I thought the cooking class you and Gene are taking is only for women.
Huh? Oh my gosh, no way.
But you thought she was a guy, fell in love, and followed her around. You still couldn't get enough after going into debt, so you started using up your daughter's tuition and stole money from your own family.
No way Gene is...
Oh, to make it clear, Gene is heterosexual, and she actually has a boyfriend already.
No way. Then what I've been doing was...
A huge misunderstanding, too much assumptions going out of control, and everything was meaningless. You get it?
No way.
So, I'm divorcing you.
Why?
Of course I am. It might have been a result of a misunderstanding, but you're in debt, you used up our daughter's tuition, and even stole money from us. You think I can continue living with someone like you?
Wait a minute, if you divorce me, how am I going to pay all my debts back?
You're worried about that even in this situation?
Because...
I think we have different focuses on this matter. Let's have a lawyer join us next time we talk.
Huh?
Go back to your parents' house. I've already contacted your father, and I'm gonna sell all the branded goods to pay for Eileen's tuition.
Wait a minute.
None of my business.
Brian?
Goodbye. An hour later, I received a message from her father saying she came to visit them. I bet she was so shocked to find out about Jean's gender and my decision to divorce her. Her father told me that she's in a state of shock, staring at the ceiling, sitting on the ground powerlessly. The total of her debt and the amount she used up from my daughter's tuition was $40,000. I hired a lawyer and officially got a divorce. My wife was whining that she wouldn't be able to get any help to pay her debt back if she got a divorce. But her father got mad at her, saying that she should pay them back alone because she was the reason for the debt. And she finally understood what kind of situation she was in. Even her parents kicked her out, so now she works hard day and night to pay back all the money.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Chris, I need to talk to you. There's something that's been on my mind for a while, and I really want to discuss it with you.
Oh, Rosa, I've already asked you multiple times about this, but could you please stop calling me by my first name? It's really starting to cause some trouble, especially at work. People have started noticing, and it's becoming a bit awkward. I really don't want to make things uncomfortable for anyone, especially since we work so closely together.
You're so why, aren't you? But, I really want to call you by your first name. You're my subordinate here, but I think it would be a good way to bridge the distance between us. I'm your superior, and I'd really appreciate it if you could just accept it. It's a small thing, don't you think? I really doubt that anyone is going to care about me being a bit closer to you.
Isn't that a bit of an abuse of power? I mean, we're colleagues first and foremost. Shouldn't there be a certain professional boundary? You have to admit it feels like you're overstepping just a little bit.
Actually, there's something I've been thinking about. I think you should call me by my first name, too. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? We'd seem even closer, like we were on more equal footing. I mean, we're adults, right? Plus, if you do it, we could be more open, more relaxed with each other. It would make it seem like we've got a really strong working relationship. It's kind of an advantage, don't you think?
Please, don't do that. I really can't afford any rumors getting out. If people start talking, I'll be in serious trouble. I've worked hard to establish my professional reputation, and I don't want anything to mess that up. You know how sensitive things can get at the office?
Oh, I understand. I won't push it then. But I want you to know that I'm doing this out of kindness. I'm being generous, just letting it go for now. You can thank me later. I'm very accommodating, aren't I?
Right. Yes, I appreciate it. I know you mean well, but this is just a bit tricky for me.
Oh, that reminds me of something. There's something I've been meaning to ask you for a while now.
Huh? What's that?
Well, I've been dying to ask you about something. It's been bugging me for some time, and I can't hold it in anymore. I'm sorry if this seems a bit sudden, but I've been curious.
Something you want to ask me? I don't really know what this is about.
Yes, you do. I know you've been trying to keep it under wraps, but I've got a pretty good sense of what's been going on. I'm not blind, you know.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Oh, come on, don't pretend like you don't know. It's clear as day. You don't need to keep hiding it from me. I've already figured it out, so there's no point in keeping up the act anymore.
I'm sorry, I really don't understand. Could you just tell me what you're talking about?
Oh, you're really making me spell it out for you? Why do you always do this? You know you're really difficult sometimes.
Rosa, I really don't know what you're referring to. Can you just tell me?
Wait, seriously? You really don't know what I'm talking about? I thought you were smarter than this. Okay, fine, I'll give you a hint, but you really should have figured it out by now.
A hint? All right, go ahead, I'm listening.
Your friend, Robert, the one who sits next to you at work, right? He's been your friend for years, even before you started at the company. You know him well, don't you?
Yes, that's true. Robert and I go way back, but what does this have to do with anything? Did Robert say something? Did he do something I should know about?
Well, he's got quite a reputation for gossiping, doesn't he? You know how he is, always talking about other people behind their backs. The other day I overheard him talking to someone about you. It was about something important. Something personal. I wasn't particularly fond of him before, but after hearing that conversation, I felt like I should at least thank him for letting me in on the secret. If he hadn't said anything, I would still be in the dark, so I guess for once I owe him a little gratitude.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Oh, you're really making me work for it, aren't you? You're being so dense. All right, let me jog your memory. Think really hard. Robert. That guy who sits next to you? You told him something pretty significant recently. You should remember.
Wait, are you talking about the engagement? The thing with my partner?
Yes, that's exactly it. You're getting married. You've been keeping it a secret from me, but honestly, I'm not surprised. Everyone else seems to know about it now, thanks to Robert.
Well, yes, it's true that I'm getting married. I've already told some of my friends about it, but what's the issue? Why are you so worked up about this?
You wanted to keep it a surprise, didn't you? But you know, I really think things like this should be discussed between the two of us first, not just broadcasted to everyone. It's a huge step, and it's something you should have shared with me before telling everyone else. I mean, I get that you're excited, but proposing is a pretty big deal. You haven't even done that yet, and here you are telling Robert about it like it's already done.
Excuse me, I don't see the problem here.
Problem is that you didn't even tell me, the one involved in this, before sharing it with everyone else. You just assumed it was okay to tell other people first. That's what's wrong. You should have come to me first. I mean, we've been through so much together, and I thought we had a better understanding than this.
Wait, why would I need to tell you first? Why is this such a big deal to you?
Well, I thought it was obvious. Of course I'll say yes when the time comes. I'm thrilled. I heard Robert say something about getting a promotion through some sort of power move, but don't worry, I'll make sure your dad knows about everything too. He'll be in the loop.
I'm sorry, but I still don't understand what you're saying.
It's simple. I'm saying that we should be looking at wedding venues already. We need to start planning the details.
I think there's been some serious misunderstanding here. I'm not marrying you, Rosa.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You've got to be kidding me. How did you misunderstand all of this?
I don't know what's going on right now. Are you saying you and I aren't a couple?
No, Rosa, I've been with someone else. We've been together since college, and yes, we're getting married. I thought you knew this.
Oh, come on, stop with the jokes. You can't be serious. You may not have taken me out on dates or called me by my name, but there was always something. There was always something between us. I know it. You might not admit it, but it's there.
So now you're telling me that everything that's happened between us somehow means we're together? It's completely ridiculous. I didn't do anything to make you think that. What exactly did you misunderstand? What part of our interactions made you believe we were a couple?
Well, I mean, when you greeted me with a smile at work, when you praised me for my work, when you were so kind and attentive to me. How could I not think there was something there? You were always so considerate.
And that's where you're wrong. Do you really think I would give you special treatment because I have romantic feelings for you? You're my boss, Rosa. I've been nothing but professional. There's no room for misinterpretation. It's just basic courtesy at work, nothing more.
Oh, please, don't try to brush it off so easily. I'm not a fool. You even told me you liked me when I asked. Don't you remember that?
You're confusing things. All I said was yes when you asked if I liked you. But that was just a polite response. It wasn't an admission of any deep feelings for you. There was nothing more to it than that. I didn't deny it because there was no point in doing so. But honestly, I didn't mean it the way you took it.
Why do you have to be so cruel about it now? You're making me feel like an idiot for even believing in the possibility. How can you just throw away everything like that?
I'm not being cruel, Rosa. I'm just being honest. The truth is hard, but it's the truth. You've built this whole fantasy in your head, and I don't think it's fair to either of us to pretend that it was anything more than a professional relationship.
But I thought there was more to it. When you were talking about promotions and power, I thought that you were talking about us. I thought I was special to you, that me getting married to you would give me some kind of advantage because of your father's position. Wasn't that your plan?
You really think I would use a relationship like that to get ahead? If I were going to use someone to climb the ladder, it wouldn't be you, Rosa. It's not about power or using connections. And you're mistaken if you thought this had anything to do with your father's influence in the company. I have no interest in manipulating my way through life like that.
But you said to Robert that you were using connections for a promotion. I thought you meant you were talking about me and about how my father could help you move up. That was the whole reason behind everything, wasn't it?
No, you've got it all wrong. What I said to Robert was about the fact that I won't use anyone for promotion. Your father's position doesn't affect my choices. It's a simple truth. If you'd really listened, you'd know that I said it's not about your family's influence at all. This is something personal that I'm doing on my own merit.
Then, what's going on? What are you saying? Are you trying to tell me that we're not connected in any way? That you and I have nothing at all?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're reading far too much into all of this. My relationship with you is professional. I'm focused on my work, and that's all there is to it. I'm sorry you misunderstood, but that's the truth.
No, this isn't possible. You can't just act like this doesn't matter. You can't make me feel like this was all in my head when you played along with it. When you told me things like you liked me, when you treated me differently from others, and now you're pretending it was all nothing.
You've got it wrong, Rosa. I never led you on. I never promised anything. I treated you well, yes, but that was as a colleague. Don't make it into something more than it is. I thought we were clear about this, but it seems I didn't communicate properly. I'm sorry you felt led on, but that was never my intention.
You never intended to lead me on, but your actions did lead me on. When you said those things, when you told me that you liked me, I took them at face value. I trusted you.
I understand how you might have interpreted things that way, but I swear to you it wasn't intentional. I never wanted you to feel like this. If I had known you felt this way, I would have been more careful. But the way you've taken everything and blown it out of proportion is unfair to me, too.
I don't know what to say to you now. All this time, I thought you were the one for me. I thought I had a chance, that this could work. But now I am nothing more than just another colleague to you. You never saw me as anything else, did you?
I didn't think of you like that, no. I didn't look at you through any lens other than as a coworker. I treated you the same way I treat anyone else at work. The feelings you've developed are your own, but I never encouraged them. You misread the signals, and now we're in this situation.
I don't know if I can accept that. You have hurt me more than you know. I thought you were someone I could rely on, someone who would understand me. But instead, you've turned this into a professional obligation, and it's like nothing we had matters anymore. You really have no feelings for me, do you?
I don't want to hurt you, Rosa, but the truth is that I don't feel for you in the way you want me to. We both need to move forward and focus on what we need to do in this office. Let's leave this behind us for the sake of both of us. We can't keep pretending that there was something here when there wasn't. You need to face the facts.
I don't know how I can face the facts. All I wanted was to matter to you. I wanted us to be something real. But now it's like everything was just a lie.
It wasn't a lie. It was a misunderstanding. We were colleagues. We had a working relationship and nothing more than that. I'm sorry if you thought otherwise, but that's the truth. And for both of us, it's time to let it go.
So that's it? You're just going to walk away from this like it was nothing?
I'm not walking away from anything, but I can't keep pretending. You need to understand that this wasn't anything more than what it was. And I need to focus on my work as I always have.
I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive you for this. Not after everything you've done. I don't know how to move on, but I guess I'll have to. You've made it clear there's no room for me in your life.
I never meant for you to get hurt, but this isn't something I can change. It's time for both of us to move on for our sake and the sake of the work we do here. I'm sorry it's come to this. After that, she was fired and transferred to a regional department far from the main office. The shift in power was dramatic, and it was clear that her influence had finally been curbed. At this point, there was no way she could continue to harass anyone. Her hold over the office had been completely dismantled. While no one openly expressed their relief, it was obvious to everyone that a weight had been lifted. Robert, along with the others who had supported the efforts to bring the situation to an end, kept their joy quiet, but their satisfaction was clear. They had been dealing with this for far too long, and the frustration that had been building up in all of them was now dissipating. She had used her position of power, particularly her relationship with the vice president, to let her daughter behave however she wanted, which had disrupted the workplace for a considerable amount of time. It was also rumored that her actions had influenced her own salary and that of the vice president significantly, although those details weren't widely discussed. Still, the general feeling was that there had been some sort of unwarranted benefit for both of them, which only added to the resentment within the office. With her departure, the workplace seemed to breathe easier. The tension that had been so pervasive was now gone. The environment began to feel more calm and cooperative. People didn't have to worry about arbitrary favoritism or underhanded tactics interfering with their work. It felt like the first step toward restoring fairness, and that alone was enough to lift everyone's spirits. As for me, well, my personal life had changed and I had gotten married, but at work everything was still much the same. There were no sudden promotions or dramatic shifts in my career, but I wasn't surprised by that. I had made peace with the idea that progress would take time. For the time being, I remained focused on doing my job well and improving where I could. It was clear, though, that the path to promotion now had fewer distractions, and I would have to climb on my own merits. The reality of corporate life had set in. No more relying on personal connections or shortcuts. It was all about proving yourself and continuing to develop. It had always been like this, but the events with her had highlighted just how important it was to rely on my own skills, hard work, and determination. It wasn't enough to just show up or be involved anymore. I had to earn my place. This realization was both sobering and motivating. I knew that while there were challenges ahead, this was the moment to focus more on personal growth than ever before. The temptation to use my position or any personal connections was there, but I knew I had to resist. I had to build my reputation based on the quality of my work. The company was shifting toward a more balanced and fair environment, and I wanted to be part of that change. It wasn't going to be easy, but I was committed to making it work. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Clay. Wow, it's been forever since we've talked, huh? How's Sally doing? What grade is she in now? Does she have a boyfriend? I've got so many questions to ask. We have a lot of catching up to do. I feel really bad about making you wait 10 years for me, but I wanted to let you know that I'm sorry for that. But it's all right now. I'm ready to get back together again.
Who are you?
Come on, you know who I am. I'm your ex-wife, Maria.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. I think you have the wrong number.
Clay, there's literally zero chance that you don't remember me. I'm being serious, so stop screwing with me.
I don't know what to tell you, lady. I have no idea who you are. I do seem to remember being married once. If I recall correctly, my ex-wife one day left a letter to me on the kitchen table that said, "I'm sorry, but I've found my true love." It turned out she had dropped off our daughter at daycare and then up and vanished into thin air. I haven't heard anything from her since, but I've forgotten all about her. I don't even remember her name anymore.
Clay, for the last time, stop acting like a child and listen to me. I am trying to have an adult conversation here if you don't mind.
I don't know. I usually only have adult conversations with, adults. And speaking of acting like a child, I've been caring for a child the last 10 years while you've been off doing God knows what. I could have sworn I blocked your number back then. How are you even messaging me now?
Yeah, you did block me, you little baby. So I had to go out and change my phone number just so I could talk to you. That's how serious I am about this.
Well, you wasted all that time and effort. I don't want to speak with you ever again.
You're not actually still mad about what happened 10 years ago, are you? We've had 2 presidential elections since we broke up. It's time to move on. And I just apologized to you, didn't I?
If you think that a simple apology is enough to make up for what you did, you need your head examined.
Wow, some gentleman you are, talking to a lady like that. But it's all right, I'm prepared to be the bigger person, so I'll apologize again. I'm sorry, Clay.
You're a real piece of work, Maria. I mean, you're acting as if you legitimately believe that you didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't do anything wrong, though. It was all his fault. He came onto me so hard that I just couldn't resist. I made a simple mistake, and it could happen to anyone. So if you want to be mad at someone, be mad at him. I'm just as much of a victim as you are. He tricked me.
You know, I think you could probably skip getting your head examined and just go straight to being locked up in a mental asylum.
There you go again, emotionally abusing me.
You want to talk about emotional abuse, Maria? Okay, let's talk about it. 10 years ago, I finished work early and went home expecting to see my wife waiting for me. Instead, I found a letter saying you were running away with another guy. Then, just a few seconds later, I get a call from Sally's daycare saying you still hadn't picked her up. What sort of effect do you suppose that had on my emotions, huh?
Yeah, I know. I maybe should have done things a bit differently.
Maybe a bit? But you know what? Forget about me. I'm a man. I can take it. Sally, however, is still a young girl. She was 3 years old when her mother abandoned her, Maria. Do you have any idea how hard that was for her?
Wow, she was only 3 back then? It doesn't seem that long ago. And yeah, I guess a girl does really need her mother at that age.
If you were aware of that, then what were you thinking running away like you did?
Again, Clay, I was tricked, deceived. It wasn't my fault. Taking care of Sally was crazy stressful for me. I wasn't thinking properly. And he took advantage of my mental condition.
Even if that were true, and that's a big if, it wouldn't change the fact that you did the cruelest thing you could possibly do, both to me and to Sally.
I know that, Clay. I know. It was wrong of me to leave you and Sally behind. I realize that. And that's exactly why I'm telling you that I want to come back. Why is that so hard for you to understand?
Why is it so hard for you to understand that you're neither wanted nor needed? You only knew Sally for 3 years, and as of today, you've been gone for 10. She's gotten used to life without the mother who abandoned her when she was 3 years old.
I don't think you're taking Sally's best interests into account, Clay. What's better for a child, to have a mother or not? You've been taking care of her all by yourself these last 10 years, haven't you? That must have been really hard on you. But don't worry, I'm going to be there to help you out from now on. That would be better for you, Sally, and me.
It would have been better for all of us if you hadn't left in the first place. You're the reason she's been without her mother all these years. And above all, I have zero interest in getting back together with you. I've had my sister here to help me out with Sally, so there's absolutely no reason for you to come back home now.
Clay, putting on this strong and stoic act is only going to hurt you and Sally. And you've been making your sister help you? Think about how much trouble you've caused her. And if you'll just take a moment to swallow your pride and think clearly, I know you'll realize what the right thing to do is.
Yeah, I do know what I should do.
Great. I just wish you wouldn't have put up so much of a fuss. You wasted all that time and effort for nothing.
I'll ask Sally what she thinks.
Huh?
If you're as concerned for her well-being as you claim, then it only makes sense to ask her directly what she wants, right? I can go and ask her what she wants right now.
Well, okay, yeah, I guess that's fair. Go ahead and ask her. Sorry to keep you waiting. There was a lot of background information to cover. Good grief, it took you long enough. And don't give me any crap about background information. It's a really simple question. Does Sally want me to come back, yes or no? Well, let's hear it. What did Sally say? Dad told me that he would give you my answer for me, but I was firm that I wanted to be the one to speak to you myself. Wait, Sally? Is that really you? Oh my God! Hey there, princess. Mommy's missed you so much. I bet you've gotten a lot taller since I last saw you. I can't wait to meet you. We have so much to catch up on. Catch up? Catching up would imply that we used to have a relationship. But that's not the case for us. We never had a relationship. I don't even know you. You're a total stranger to me. And Dad always told me to never go with strangers. What are you talking about, sweetie? I'm not a stranger. I'm your mom. No, you're not. I don't have a mom. Oh, don't be silly, baby. Of course you have a mom. She's me. I'm your mom. Oh, no. I think I know what's going on here. It's him, isn't it? He's gone and told you all sorts of lies about me to try and make you hate me. Well, don't you worry one little bit, Sally. I am every bit your mom, your one and only mom. I'm not a stranger. I was there when you were born. You just don't remember me, that's all. I know it'll all come back to you once we meet up, though. I do have memories from way back then, actually. Faint memories, but memories nonetheless. But I always thought that the woman in my memories was Aunt Stacy, the woman who always looks after me while Dad is at work. I had no idea that woman was my mom. After all, I've never called anyone mom before in my life, at least not that I can remember anyway. I really only have vivid memories from after you had already left, so you can't expect me to remember you. Oh, Sally, I am so sorry for leaving you behind all those years ago. Every time I think about what I did to you, it makes me want to cry my eyes out. And I want to make up for that. I want to come back to you, sweetie, so please, honey, please, don't say anything like, I don't have a mom. It's like you're shoving a knife right into my heart. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard anyone say. I don't know what you want me to tell you, lady. I said I don't have a mom because it's the truth. I literally do not have a mom. You can disagree if you want. That's your prerogative. But the fact remains that there's nothing in my heart but an empty void where Mom used to be. Oh, you poor little thing. You've been totally brainwashed by your dad. I don't like talking about your dad to you like this, but your dad hates me for no reason. That's why he's been telling you lies about me. And the worst part is the effect his lies are having on you. He is going out of his way to keep you from having the mom that you desperately need. So tell me, honey, what did your dad tell you about me? Well, when I was younger, I used to ask him about where my mom was. All the other kids in my class had moms, but not me. But he only ever said, you don't have a mom, and that's okay. I knew it. He was brainwashing you. It's not really brainwashing, though, is it? I mean, what was he supposed to tell me as a 5-year-old girl? Well, you see, your mom had an affair with another man, and she abandoned you so she could run off with him. Something like that? So I can totally understand why he simply told me that I don't have a mom. You get it too, right? Oh, well, sure, I guess I can understand that. Yeah, when you put it that way, you're right. It's not too easy to talk to kids about affairs and stuff. Okay, I can see your point there. I'm glad we're on the same page so far. And I can admit that you have a point too about kids needing their moms. Back when I was in the 4th and 5th grade, the other kids used to pick on me because I didn't have a mom. My teachers told them off for it, obviously, but they did it in the absolute worst way possible. They treated me like I was some kind of fragile object. Like if anyone breathed on me the wrong way, I'd just shatter. I hated that. It was worse than the bullying, really. It made me want to never go to school again. It was really hard for me back then. I even took out my frustrations on Dad and Aunt Stacy. I was like, why don't I have a mom? Where did she go? Did you make her go away? I feel really guilty about that. It wasn't their fault. Oh, you poor, sweet, innocent little thing. I can tell it's been hard for you, but it's all right now. Mommy's coming home. It is all right now. I'm fine without you. Dad works really hard during the week in order to make sure we have everything we need. Even still, he always leaves his weekends and holidays open to spend with me. He cooks me dinner, takes me places. We have a lot of fun together. And since my Aunt Stacy comes here during the week when he's not here, I'm never alone at home. Plus, elementary school was rough for me, but I'm in middle school now, so the people around me are way more mature. No one makes fun of me for not having a mom anymore, and I've actually made a lot of friends. So I'm perfectly happy both at home and at school now. But imagine if you had your mommy with you too, then you'd be even happier. Don't you think so? No, actually I don't. I've already told you a bunch of times I don't have a mom, and I'm just fine with that. I think I'm going to start crying. I don't know what I need to say to make you understand. Wow, what a coincidence. I was thinking the exact same thing. Maybe it would help if I said it this way. The fact that I don't have a mom, the struggles that came along with that, and the way that so many people came together to help me through it all, are a part of what made me the person I am today. I'm perfectly happy with the way things are. In other words, I don't need some random person forcing their way into my life and mucking it all up. Hey, hold on. I am not some random person. You may not remember much about me, but that doesn't change the fact that I am your mother. And as your mother, I deserve a lot more respect than you're giving me. I have been nothing but kind to you during this conversation.
Huh. Looks like your conversation didn't go exactly as you had hoped.
Clay, is it you again?
Yep. Sally had a really satisfied look on her face when she handed me back my phone just now. And looking through your conversation, it looks like she said all that she had to say. What an eloquent girl. I'm impressed.
Impressive? That's what you call impressive? Didn't you see the way she was talking to me? Me, her mother. Is that how you raised her, Clay? I knew it. A man raising a child on his own is a recipe for disaster.
I don't really want to hear that from you. After all, it's your fault that I was put in a position where I had to raise her as a single man. What do you think gives you the right to comment on the way I raised her?
Duh, isn't it obvious? She's my daughter. I'm her mother. The only reason she was so rude to me was because you have been gaslighting her into believing I'm some kind of monster. How could you turn my own daughter against me?
Do you even know what gaslighting means? The problem here is that telling Sally the plain truth about what you did would be enough to make her hate you. But I can honestly say we don't hate you anymore. We don't care about you at all.
Don't talk like that.
Oh, would you like me to talk about something else? How about the fact that the only reason you're crawling back to us is that you need a lot of money fast?
What?
The guy you left me for left you too, didn't he? And when he left you with a big fat pile of debt.
How did you find out about that?
I heard about everything from a lawyer friend of mine. So your plan was to use Sally as emotional blackmail in order to get me to take you back. Then once I did, you were gonna suck me dry. Do I have that right?
No, that's not right at all.
Oh yeah? Then go on, I'm listening. Why did you choose to text me so suddenly after 10 years?
I don't know. I guess I didn't really have much of a reason.
Right. Sure, whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. No matter what reason you might have to reach out to me, neither Sally nor I want anything to do with you. So stay away from us. Got it? Goodbye.
Hey, hold it right there. This conversation is not finished. Clay!
She kept on sending more and more obnoxious texts after that, so I blocked her number again. If she went out and got another new phone number just to harass us, I was planning on going to the police and reporting her for stalking. Fortunately, though, I didn't have to do that. Why is that, you may ask? Well, a few days after I blocked her number, she got arrested for trespassing and breaking and entering. Apparently, she broke into the house that we used to live in back when she first left us. I guess she didn't know that I had moved back into my parents' house in the meantime. That was a recommendation from my sister Stacy, and boy, am I glad I listened to her. I feel really bad for the people we sold the house to. They didn't deserve to get dragged into this. I gotta say, I was pretty moved when I read through the conversation that Sally had with Maria. I had no idea that she felt that way about me. I hate that my issues with her mother have caused her so much trouble in her young life, but that all just makes me want to work twice as hard to ensure that she always feels loved and never feels alone. Sometimes I feel like it would genuinely be good for her to have a mother figure in her life, You know, someone that she can actually call her mother. But I also know that I can't just go out and marry any willing woman. She's gonna have to be okay with taking on the heavy responsibility of being a stepmother. And, more importantly, she's going to have to be someone who Sally can love and respect as her mother. In the meantime, though, Sally and my sister Stacy are having a great time together.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.